Hello there, everyone. Ashncast here. Welcome back to another Ashncast. Today is episode 6, and I'm joined, as always, by Just Too Good.
Hey, what's up? Yep, my third podcast is a hit. Yeah.
Is that the subtitle for this podcast? The third Just Too Good podcast?
The third Just Too Good podcast. Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, we're just gonna talk about some of the trailers this week, and we'll get to Aquaman. Obviously, you'll see in the title of the video. That's gonna be our main topic. So yeah, starting things off, we got a new Lego Movie 2 trailer. What did you think about it? I know that you said
they didn't really have much new stuff. The only thing was they had some different shots of like sort of what happened after the last movie, and they had a cool Fabuland little cameo, and I think they had a new Batman, but not too much new.
Yeah. They had the new Batman. That looks really cool, and the cape's really fluffy. Like I don't know. They had the Fabuland, and
well, that one reminded me a little bit of like Friends or Family Batman, though.
Yeah, it reminded me of that too. I'm wondering maybe is that from the credits as well, or I don't know. But yeah, no, it was a good trailer. I'm surprised by. I guess we're gonna have the same thing with the first Lego movie, where it'll just pick up at the end, and then it'll have a time jump to where we are now in Apocalypseburg and everything.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, no, I'm really excited, and I have a hard time not watching new things when it comes to Star Wars or the Lego movies, so I had to watch this.
We know that. Like, you always are telling me about like a new TV spot or whatever. You're more attentive to that than I am. I'll see the trailers, and that's really it.
Yeah, I didn't want to. Yeah, I was very hesitant to I didn't want to talk about this with you, but I knew that you wanted. I knew that you would be excited for the Fabuland character.
Yeah, I don't think they showed too much, so it was okay.
Yeah, I think that there's still a lot to go through, and I'm sure that stuff will get ruined next week with the books. I'm very hesitant to pick any up because last time I got spoiled from just reading them. I remember.
Did they say like the twist of like the real life stuff and everything?
Yeah, there was something like that. It was they talked about Finn's imagination or something, and I was like, oh,
really?
Okay.
I got the Ultimate Guide or something like that.
Yeah, that's I think the one that
I must have not read that because that was all a surprise to me. It was it was just something where I was looking at the pictures and stuff, see if there's any new sets, and I remember that's where they revealed the summer sets.
I think that it was just I knew more about it going into it. Like I knew about all of Emmett's favorite things. Like his favorite show was the Wear My Pants, all that stuff. So it kind of took away. So I'm very hesitant to pick anything up. I'll just
Is there any with an exclusive figure or anything?
Not yet. I don't believe.
No Tartan Batman of this
No
time?
Tartan Batman. No. My first appearance on the Just Too Good channel was that. But
yep.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on to the other trailer, was for Men in Black International. That's the name of it, I think. I only saw the actual visuals of it until a few minutes ago, but it looks pretty good. I like the cast. That's actually what has me most excited. But what about you?
Yeah, I mean that's what is unique about it besides the cast? Like that's what I'm trying to find. That they're international. Like what? That doesn't really
that they're international. Yeah.
Like it just looks like the same old stuff, but with a new cast. So, really wish there was something more unique about it. But I like the original Men in Black. I actually like Men in Black 3. I think Men in Black 2 is probably my least favorite.
Yeah, I think I like the third one better than the second one as well.
Yeah, I didn't mind the third one at all. And a lot of people
with Josh Brolin, I thought that was fun with having the young Tommy Lee Jones. That was
yeah. Well, I like the time travel aspect. That made it unique. It's like okay, we're gonna add time travel to it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I like that. But I'm excited about this. There was supposedly a nod to. There was a picture or something of them fighting the first monster.
I heard that. I didn't see it. So
yeah,
it's not something I noticed.
But it looks good. They've got Emma Thompson was in the third one, I think.
Yeah, so there's some shared universe there. It's not like a totally. It's not Men in Black. Thankfully, it's Men in Black International. They know they're not trying to make a straight up remake. They're trying to do new things, but I want to see those new things.
Yeah, and I like the two of them, Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth in Ragnarok.
I like them in Thor Ragnarok, but in this I didn't really see much like there wasn't really much funny stuff or interesting stuff. Is really my problem. It just looked kind of bland to me.
Yeah, again, it's the first trailer. But
yeah, I'd love to see Lego sets on it. Like just
yeah, that'd be interesting.
They could do that. Like I doubt they would, but it would be awesome.
Some Dimensions packs.
Oh, topical, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it looks good. I think I'll probably watch it just because I enjoyed the other ones. So maybe there'll be cameos of the other ones. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't been. Yeah. I follow Chris Hemsworth on Instagram, so I've been seeing him go around the world, taking pictures and stuff. Like I know they film stuff in the desert, so they went international. It's not just like a green screen, whatever, and they're somewhere else. So that's exciting to me. But yeah. Moving on to some.
Yeah, sorry, I just got like a big yawn. Yeah,
that's okay.
Not because of Men in Black. I'm just genuinely tired. I haven't been getting much sleep lately.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Well, I had to wake up early to see Aquaman.
Oh, really? What time did you watch it at?
Watched at like 12:40.
Oh, that's really early for you.
I know. For me, it is. Yeah. So I was like, they woke me up early because like that was the only time that would work, and I didn't know that, so I went to sleep late working on the top 10 list. So yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Link down below and at the end.
Exactly.
We'll talk about that after at the end.
A new hit. Yeah.
But Doom Patrol. Let me briefly explain this to you. They are a group of random weird DC superheroes. I'm probably getting this wrong because I don't know too much about them. They are. I believe they don't. I'm gonna get comments. But I believe that they came first from X-Men, and they were led by a guy in a wheelchair, and they're a bunch of weird people, and it came before X-Men, I believe. So they're actually bringing them to the DC streaming service in February, and it is going to be in the shared universe of the Titans show, which has been getting a lot of praise. So I wanted you to look at their version of Cyborg. Real quick.
Doom Patrol, Cyborg.
Yeah.
Well, it's the DC streaming service, so I can't imagine it being good. Just by the looks of it.
Yeah. Well, everyone else looks okay. Like, even on the Titans show, I think. But, yeah, this... I saw a poster for it on Instagram, and people were telling me about it. And I'm like...
What the hell?
Is it like the video? Are you watching a video or a picture, or...
I'm watching the video.
Okay, of them all in a line or whatever, taking a
picture.
Yeah,
yeah, with Tiny Tim in the background.
The
song, Tiny Tim is a musician. He just... I mean... I don't know. Like, he looks like... First off, he looks short, but he just looks like a regular teenager that's cool with, like, a cyborg eye. Like...
Yeah. He also has a hand,
I mean, I don't know. What were you gonna say?
He also has a hand. Like he's not just...
Oh, yeah, he does. That. Like, what is this? Like,
to me, it looks like a really bad...
Mansion.
Yeah, exactly. So to me, it looks like a really bad Halloween costume of Cyborg from Justice League.
It looks like... No, it looks like it's like a YouTube... Like a YouTube... You know how...
Like, like the parody...
Skits
yeah.
And stuff. Yeah, like that. That's what the whole show looks like, because I'm looking at the other people. Like, this guy
Brandon Fraser's in it.
What?
He's finally been cast in something.
Where is he?
He is the robot guy at the back. Don't ask me their names.
Wait, aren't these supposed to be kids?
No, they're not.
Oh, so he's just...
Hang on, I'm gonna look it up right now. X-Men debut.
Okay, now I gotta see this. Because I was like that... Wait, I can hear...
1960s.
He talks. I can kind of hear the Fraser-ness. Wow. But yeah, it looks like but it's trying to be funny, so I mean maybe it'll work.
Hey, I haven't watched it yet because we don't have the streaming service here.
It's not out yet, I think.
It is in the US.
Oh, it is.
You have access to it. And 1963. They both were in 1963.
Well, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at these posters. They had like old style
All right,
posters.
look at this. June.
And it says February 15th is when it comes out.
Oh yeah, no. I'm talking about the comic debut of the characters. So
well, you said it's... I think on the streaming service it's out.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
it's
not
out.
Out.
Sorry. I thought you meant I was talking about Titans. But yeah, it'll be out in February. But X-Men debuted in September of 1963, and the Doom Patrol debuted in June of 1963. So, there you go.
Do they have the same, like the guy in the wheelchair was in the first comic?
Yeah. That was all the same, so yeah, I just thought that was interesting. But it's a bunch of characters that no one knows of. Yeah.
Yeah, except Cyborg.
Cyborg, yeah. I'm not really
Like,
sure
who's
why
Negative
he's there.
Man? Who's Elasti-Woman?
Yep.
It's almost like Elastigirl.
Mm-hmm.
The Chief, like Crazy Jane. Like, who are these people? Robot Man. This guy's just Robot Man.
Yeah. They are the Z list from DC's.
And they just plop Cyborg in there.
And
I thought
then,
Cyborg was part of the Justice League.
and Teen Titans.
And of course, Teen Titans originally, but like I thought the new version of him was in the Justice League.
Yeah, I'm surprised because I was actually talking to someone who's helping me with my Gotham series, and they were saying that they had the privilege of going on set to watch some of the filming of the last episodes of Gotham. And anyways, if you don't know, on the show they're not allowed to call the guy the Joker. They also, for the longest time, weren't allowed to give him green hair. That was one of the stipulations that DC was telling them.
Is that why he had red hair, right? Did he have
Yeah, yeah. Well, not in the final season now. They finally allowed him to, but they can't call him the Joker.
Still?
Still. And also, so this past week or the week before, there was a trailer for the finale. Spoilers for Titans. I don't know anything about it, but it showed Batman going bad, and he was going around killing all of the classic Batman villains, and they name dropped the Joker and had him faceplant dead on a car. And we're like, here's a show going on for 5 years now, and you can't even call him the Joker. Meanwhile, you're wasting a character here on another show, killing him off in a few seconds, and you can call him the Joker. It doesn't make sense. Like,
wait, so Batman is in Titans?
Yeah, they showed him a silhouette of him. I don't think they showed him himself. Even on this is also something interesting, was that on Arrow, the main villain for season 2 was, or for season 1, season 2 was Deathstroke, and he came back a couple seasons ago. But then when they announced the Joe Manganiello spin-off movie, they told the people at the CW, you can no longer use this character.
No.
So he was ripped from, like, I don't know what they had planned for him in the future, but they were doing stories with him, and then that was it.
So
he
never
couldn't be used.
In the CW verse again.
Yeah. Also, a bit of a spoiler from a long time ago, but they also killed off Deadshot on Arrow because the Suicide Squad movie was coming out, so they didn't want to confuse people with that. So it's really surprising that we're getting like Superman in the crossovers, and so I don't know. It's changing.
Yeah. Cyborg is in Doom Patrol, and he's in the movies.
And he also has his own movie in the works or whatever with all the other...
That ain't ever going to come out.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, like the Flash movie's been announced, and they get a director every year, you know?
Yeah, it's just they swap it out. Like,
yeah.
It's just...
Chris Lord and Phil Miller were... Yeah. Chris Lord and Phil Miller, weren't they slated to do that? Did I mess it up? Phil Lord and Chris Miller. There we go. They were, I think, originally slated to do that as well.
Yeah, they were just... It was like Zemeckis,
Yeah, every year they lose a director, like the Batman movie that we're never going to get. But.
Yeah, I mean, and that's where Deathstroke is supposed to be in, right?
Well, he was supposed to have his own movie. Well, they have, listen, they have like 30 different, like you name a DC character, they've got a movie in the works, like Plastic Man.
Yeah, the only ones that seem like they're actually coming out are like Wonder Woman 2.
The only ones that we know are coming out are the ones that are actually being filmed, like the Joker.
And Joker isn't DCEU, but yeah, and then they have Birds of Prey. Woohoo.
Birds of Prey and the Emancipation of Harley Quinn. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that though.
Really, I have no interest.
Ewan McGregor as Black Mask, and there was someone else famous cast as. There was someone else I saw today, but. I'm excited about that.
I heard it's rated R.
I doubt that they would do that.
I'm just like, are they? I feel like they're going to be the type that would just start cramming. Like, it's inconsistent to me. Like, it sounds. It could. I've never seen this actually executed, but like, where they have a film universe, and one of the entries is rated R, and then the rest of the entries are PG-13.
That's true. Yeah, I'm trying to.
So I don't want to see them start like Harley Quinn just starts swearing every minute, and it's like that's going to be.
Out of character, and then when she comes into something else,
yeah, exactly.
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
but I guess technically they already did that because Spy Kids is in the same universe as Machete, and Machete's
is that a thing?
Yeah.
Well, isn't this new movie actually? Isn't the M. Night Shyamalan verse with Glass? This new one coming out, isn't that PG-13? I don't know if that's
all of them are PG-13. All of them are PG-13.
No, Split. I think was R-rated.
It was PG-13.
You sure?
PG-13. 100% sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know what the Canadian rating is, but yeah.
Well, technically, hang on. Technically, the X-Men-verse is R-rated with Logan and Deadpool.
Smart one. Yeah.
And then,
but Deadpool hasn't appeared in the other movies, and then Logan was.
Well, he was killed
grumpy,
off.
So they
in
pulled
that
it
one.
off. Yeah, they pulled it off. Yeah.
Spoilers. Sorry.
Yeah.
Spoilers for a movie that came out 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, I love Logan. That's a great movie.
I think so too. Yeah. I only watched it once. I really want to watch it again sometime.
I've seen it twice.
It's pretty
long. I
long.
don't think 3 times, but yeah, twice for sure.
I remember it being long, but yeah. Speaking of a long movie and a comic book movie.
Oh, great. Are we really doing this?
Wow. Oh boy. Okay. I'm excited now. I'm excited to fight. This is we're going to talk about Aquaman now. So I told you that I loved it.
I know.
And that I genuinely think that it is my favorite movie of the year. Which
I was like,
we'll talk to.
But you said that with Spider-Verse, and then you said that with Christopher Robin. So like,
I never said Christopher Robin. You
yes,
said
you
that.
did.
No. You said that.
I think you even said on Discord. It's like it was my favorite movie. Let me see. I'm gonna find it on Discord now.
Okay.
Maybe it wasn't.
It might have been, yes, but I don't. Again, movies. I like to. Okay.
I can't find it.
Oh, you did a search for it?
I swear you said it on like over Fortnite or something.
Maybe over Fortnite. Like, I did love it a lot. And it is in when we talk about it next week. Movie. When we talk, not my favorite movie of all time, Christopher Robin, but it's up there. I think of like non-connected movies, like just standalone. You know, like you with ninth grade or whatever.
I mean, well, what else is there? 8th grade, get it right.
8th grade. I'm movie. So sorry. I feel bad. Your favorite movie of the year. But we'll talk about all that
Infinity
stuff.
War. I know you love Infinity War. So.
We'll talk about that next week. When we break down the best and worst of.
And we get Hilgo on
2018. Are we gonna get him on? Okay.
I might as well. I mean, I think it'll be funny.
I'll have a yeah. We'll talk about it after. But yeah, Aquaman. What's your thoughts? I'm really worried now.
What's my thoughts? What's my thoughts?
Yeah.
I just thought there was well, what are your thoughts first? Well, you said it, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought it was boring. Oh my gosh. Not only was it boring, but there were some cool parts, don't get me wrong.
I will say that it was a little long. It was a little long, and it felt like we're going to find something, and then we're going to find something else, and blah, blah, blah. Oh
my, it was just like strings to the next action scene. I felt no emotion for any character except I think his father was good, but he was in it for like 10 minutes whole. Like, probably had less screen time than Joker. He probably had a little bit more. He probably had a little bit more than that guy. But yeah, like this. Okay, so yeah, there's no.
So you're listen.
No
let me.
For them.
You had your least favorite part of your least favorite part of Avengers: Infinity War is the parts where they go off and blah, 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 rocket and right. Am I saying this correctly?
Oh, that one.
Like when they went to Niflheim
my least favorite
whatever that was.
Yeah, no, my least favorite part is, probably when they go to Wakanda twice. That was boring because it didn't even feel like that felt inconsistent to Black Panther. It didn't even feel like Wakanda, and then second would be Rocket's little thing, just with Eitri, because I like Rocket and Thor's interaction, but they didn't really interact much there. It was more of Eitri just telling lore, and it was just boring.
Which was what this. Okay, so. Yeah, let me come to this movie's defense for a second. Okay. You are literally introducing. You have a lot of ground to cover here.
Yeah, what are they introducing?
They're introducing a lot. They're introducing Atlantis and the lore behind Atlantis.
They had Atlantis and
but they didn't. They didn't talk about it though.
Like they talked about it with Steppenwolf and all. Then
I know
all the different people came.
Yeah,
like, that's all I need.
But listen. If you think that's all you need. But no, because if you went to Themyscira, if you went to Themyscira in Justice League without having Wonder Woman, it wouldn't have been the same. You see what I'm saying? So when you go to in Justice League, you get the Mother Box and Atlantis, which I don't even know if that because it doesn't even make sense with this movie. Because he already knew Mira or didn't know Mira or something weird, and then why didn't they try to?
Oh yeah, wait, what the?
So it's really confusing.
Wait, in Justice League, why was Mirror in there? Wait, what?
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that. Wait,
because the whole time when I was going through this, I was like, I wonder if this is gonna take place before Justice League. And then when she said, I guess we're not gonna do Okay, we'll just go straight into
Are we gonna do
spoilers.
spoilers? Okay,
Because
spoiler
listen,
alert, guys.
Justin,
Wait, one.
give your
2,
final.
3.
Wait. Give your final thoughts.
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. This okay.
You gave it
hang
like a
on.
10 out of 10. All right, but
All right. So yeah. Wow. Wow. That's worse
that's
than
the same
Solo.
rating as Venom. Yes, it was worse than Solo. It was actually worse than Solo. Crazy, isn't it?
All right. I'm gonna sell you on this. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, so with Justice League again, that doesn't make sense because in this movie she says, you have to be a hero or you have to be something like that. You have to come help. You're a good person because you helped save the world from Steppenwolf, whatever it was. So and everyone knows who he is. Blah blah blah. So he's already established as the Aquaman. And then
But in Justice League, what did he say to Mira?
I don't know. He was just angry at her, whatever.
So
remember.
But didn't he meet her in this? That's what I'm saying. Like,
But even the because she introduced himself. Maybe he. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
That was
I
a bit
will
of an
say
oversight.
this. The classic. I will say this. That doesn't, even though it's inconsistent as heck.
Yeah.
It won't affect this movie if it could stand on its own. And I think it stood on its own story wise, but it did too much story.
But
oh my
listen,
gosh.
it really had to. It really had to.
We
because
got the point that it's MacGuffin. Find the MacGuffin.
I know.
The item they have to find. They said it like 5 times. We get that Ocean Master wants us to become king, but there's an error, which is Aquaman. But they spend like 10 minutes, like 5 times with like different flashbacks.
Hey, so I'm interrupting your regularly scheduled broadcasting to let you know that I really messed up. My phone ran out of space when we were recording on the first day, so you'll notice here that when we jump back into things once I'm done, that we kind of are off to a slow start about talking with Aquaman now, because we had to re-record about half an hour's worth of conversation about Aquaman and other things. So yeah, here it is now. We re-recorded it the following day. Technology was not being nice to me today with the Spider-Man live stream, those of you who know what happened there. My goodness. Anyways, without further ado, here's us talking about Aquaman again for the second time the next day. But we actually go on for a lot longer, so you get more content, which is good. I hope you all enjoy.
So the world building, I thought that every single scene, I said to you before on Snapchat, I said that it puts Avatar to shame, because to me it looked like every single set that they would go to, from the throne room to the Ring of Fire, every single scene they just kept outdoing themselves.
Yeah, dang, I lost all the passion. I was so passionate last night. Oh man.
I know.
Okay, I'm gonna try to recapture it, but yeah, but there was too much stuff on the screen when they I don't remember what I was saying. There was too much stuff on the screen when they were like showing all this world building stuff, that it was like distracting, really, and I couldn't focus on much of not only what was going on in the street, in the movie, but on the screen.
Yeah.
So it was like overkill. Like the Batman v Superman and all those, they had the problem where they were too dark. This one was way too color. It was almost like a Suicide Squad, where it's just like it looks like a unicorn threw up like rainbows and everything. Like that was kind of how I felt.
Or like Justice League with the red skies and the purple
plants
it was like,
and
flowers.
It was
and all
weird.
That.
Like that was like a weird like thing they colored in post or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but to me it looked amazing, and the things that they were doing here, it's revolutionary. I think some of the shots and the underwater techniques, because that is where Avatar 2 is going. So I'm interested to see how that will hold up against this, because we've never really had something like this before, right?
I feel
at
like,
least not big budget.
Except the Gungan place in episode 1.
Right, but they never really talked underwater, and they didn't fight underwater.
Okay, all right, fighting underwater, sure, yeah, small section, yeah, okay.
A small section in the Ring of Fire.
And I don't know. Okay, wait, did we? I'm not, to those listening, first off, apologies. My mic is spiking up for no reason. But okay. I don't know if we said spoiler warning or not yet, so spoiler warning.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't catch that, but
yeah.
I think we jumped straight into it, so yeah.
Okay.
We'll just say now.
Just in case, again, spoiler, yeah. So, what else? Let me think. Problems I had. Okay. there was random musical cues that were annoying. Like they put this remix of Africa by Toto with Pitbull in it, and I'm like, is this a meme?
It's funny. I listened to. There was actually an interview with him. He was talking about why he included that.
James Wan.
Yeah, James Wan.
Really?
Why Pitbull's cover? Yeah, it was I was watching Mr. Sunday movie reviews, break Easter eggs, and then he was talking about this. He said precisely because it's ridiculous he included it.
Oh.
That's why.
That makes sense because, you know, in your movie where you're trying to show a globe-trotting adventure in a scene, you wanted to make it look ridiculous. You know, that makes sense, James Wan. I'm sure it wasn't because the studio forced you to put a new pop song in there that is, once again, sampling an old pop song, like that one trailer of the Lego movie where they went but it was like the cover by whoever where it's like, oh, wanna have a good time.
That's actually a good point. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
With like, even with Wreck-It Ralph, like they included the Rick Roll, right, in the commercials and stuff, and then if you know, it wasn't necessarily used in it, but it's interesting. I guess like maybe they do that to appeal to.
That's what I feel. I feel like this was done so they could sell a record. And this felt, again, where there was this song when they were in, it was Paris, right? No, Italy.
Sicily.
Italy. I'm sorry. I got it right yesterday,
My
too.
favorite movie.
Dang it. Yeah, I got it right, too. Crud. Okay.
Sure you did.
I did. I said Italy, and I was like, yes.
No one will ever
right
know.
On the money. I know. Dang it. And they put this song, and I didn't recognize the song, and it's like so awkward and out of place. And then, best part. When they're in the desert, not only do you have a smack dab of this Pitbull song of Africa, and they get out, it goes do 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 like wacky hijinks music, and I'm like,
oh yeah.
Why is this?
I didn't catch that at all.
Why? What is going on here?
Like I said yesterday, I said I focused more on the visuals of it, and you were focusing more on the audio, and I guess that really triggered you.
The visuals I tried focusing on, I couldn't. Like it was. You said the entrance scene was interesting. That was interesting. Yeah, the Atlantis Bridge. It's, again, I'm gonna steal this from James, his video, but he said that it was like Thor, how they had the Rainbow Bridge. My mom literally leaned next to me and she's like, "It's like Thor," like during the movie. I thought that was really. I never even thought of that. One entrance into the place. Yeah. This movie was a lot like Thor in general. Fish out of water. Yeah. The whole, you know, hierarchy. But I think that was really important to see because it is a new world, and it's not Themyscira, it's not Earth. We're seeing his perspective of visiting this culture and this world that he knows that he's a part of, but he's never been able to he's never been there. He knows that he's from there. Yeah, but he knew what to expect, right? He knew what he was going into. No, he was like, "Wow, this place is cool." Like he was like. He said that. I thought he had a part where he's like, "Wow, you know, it's just like they say," or something like that, or "Wow, this place is cool." Like it's like I didn't know it was actually real. Like not like that, but I don't know. Maybe I'm stretching here. And by the way, okay, Black Panther was a better movie than this. Yeah, you're. I know you don't agree there, but like Black Panther actually had like characters I cared about. Like I said, the only character I cared about in this whole movie was the dad, because he actually had some emotion, and I said something was interesting. You liked seeing. You said that you liked the beginning part of it. You said you were on board. For the on board because boat and water. On board for the first 15 minutes of it. Yeah. And then exactly. And then right when they go to like Atlantis, like with the when they start talking and they show like William Dafoe and all of them. I'm like, okay, you've lost me. They're just going into all this lore and exposition, and it's like, okay, we get it. Like, it's just, you know, it's just one of those stories where he's king, but he has somebody else challenging his plays. But he wasn't Willem Dafoe in this. He was Willem the Friend. I know. Okay, good point. I was like, wow, you know. Willem Dafoe, not a villain. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah. And we both said that we were expecting him to die the entire time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just one of those things that they kept setting up. Yeah. I don't know. The different shots of him like worried as they were fighting or whatever. I don't know. But what else? You didn't realize that the dad was played by Jango Fett. Oh yeah, you said that. Our famous. I knew he looked familiar. New Zealander. Yeah. but he was good.
What else? And Nicole Kidman, we obviously we all saw that coming.
Oh yeah, that was such a lame twist.
Away.
Yeah, whoa, no way. Like literally in the beginning, I'm like, okay, she's coming back, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, like I said, you know, you can't. You're not gonna cast Nicole. You're not gonna cast an older actress.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna de-age them, spend all this money to de-age them, and kill them off screen. So obviously, it was for a purpose.
Yeah. Another movie where the mom is missing, but she's back in the end. Ant-Man was better than this. Ant-Man and the Wasp, even though that wasn't even a good movie. Or it wasn't. It was like Ant-Man and the Wasp was like there was parts I really liked, and then like the rest of it was just so bland. This one had like one part I really liked, you know, like I liked that horror movie. I don't even like horror movies, but that was cool when they were going to the underwater to trench. That's it. That's the word I was looking. That was actually really cool. I kind of wish they made more sets for it though, because that would have been a cool set, like the boat and the trench people and like him shirtless. I still want him shirtless, like the minifigure they teased for Lego Movie 2. Also, another thing was Black Manta as a villain where he appears twice, like. And they set him up.
He appeared through
3 or 4 times. 4 times.
Yeah. He was.
And then at the end,
that was interesting.
Yeah, where they set up this interesting conflict where like Aquaman, like he doesn't like. I was actually surprised. The only part that probably surprised me the whole movie, like I guess besides the trench part, was when he's like, he lets his dad die. Like he lets Black Manta's dad die. He's like, you deserve this. And I'm like, wow, I actually didn't like. Superman wouldn't do that, right? I guess. Man of Steel, I guess he did do that.
Yes, he would. He would have. Aquaman would have gone up to both of them, and if it was Superman, he would have gone up to both of them and snapped their necks right now.
Okay, fair enough. I'm just saying, where it was an interesting way of whatever, where he was sort of like he left them. He's like, you deserve this, and he explained why, and he left. And then they don't ever explore it except for like one line later in the movie where he's like, oh. It would have been my fault if you got hurt, Mira, even though I've known you for like a day. And like these two had like no chemistry until like they randomly
ate the roses in the Sicily.
When they ate the roses, which was like, which didn't make sense because she ate the rose and then he ate the rose, even though he's a human.
Yeah, he was trying to help. He was trying to make her not look dumb. You didn't see that was so cute.
To me, I was just like, why you call her out for it? Say, why the heck are you eating a rose? Like,
no, see, he was putting on the charm. See, all this went right over your bug head.
I know, see? Dang. Oh man, I gotta write these tips down from Aquaman. Okay, when girl acts stupid. Okay, writing that one down.
That's definitely the key.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I feel like this is like my second go at fighting you about this, so I've done my research now about some of the things. Okay, I did cheat. So with Black Manta, in the comics, he actually kills Aquaman and Mira's son. As retribution later down the line, whatever. Also, he's the guy who cuts off his hand, you know, when he has the hook. So all this, like, the setup for... like, in the theater, I was pretty disappointed when that was the only end credit scene. And we'll get to why we were really disappointed in a second. But I think that's a good way to set something up for the future.
I'll tell you why I was disappointed. Because the yacht... we both thought the yacht was going to be Lex and the crew, you know?
I was expecting to see a nice little bald shine right there.
Yes. I literally was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was next to one of my family members, and I was like, this is it. He's back. And
my favorite Worlds of DC character.
Legit, dude. Lex Luthor was the best. We need a Lex Luthor movie. Forget the Birds of Prey or anything. Please. I mean, Batman v Superman was basically a Lex Luthor movie. Like, I want to just rewatch all the Lex
all
parts.
2.5 hours of that was a Lex Luthor
Well, it was
film.
like everything else was garbage. There was the Martha meme, and then there was Lex. Lex Luthor was so funny. Mama's peach tea, Grandma's peach tea. That's just such an iconic scene. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll go down.
Didn't he like plant a bomb of like some guy in a wheelchair and like he blew up the whole...
he gave the guy a wheelchair just to explode a courthouse with terrible. Superman there.
I love that movie. Gosh, just Lex Luthor was just.
And also, he was the guy sending, I guess, Bruce all the hate messages. You know,
yeah.
Like, you let your family die and all that stuff.
Yeah, and he designed the logo of everybody.
He hired a graphic designer.
Hired Ashnflash. There you go.
To design the ancient Aquaman Atlantean logo. Original idea.
It was so stupid. Oh my god.
And then remember when Cyborg in Justice League, at the end of it, he morphed his chest to look like the logo, like the Cyborg logo. I guess he got into the files at LexCorp and he's like, I have to use this. Lex already designed it for me.
Exactly.
Might as well. It's just sitting here.
Yeah, and you were actually bringing up yesterday about Justice League, before I forget. How Mira was in it, and they acted like they knew.
Oh, we talked about this already.
Oh, we
actually did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Yeah, time jump there.
Dang it.
But yeah, we talked about that and how that was that didn't make sense.
Yeah. Does the extended edition have more Lex Luthor?
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm sure it does.
Why was it rated R? Like.
Oh, this is a great story. So you know, at the beginning of the film, I don't know if we've talked about this, but the guy that gets killed, who's protecting Lois Lane, that's Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, I knew that.
And the reason behind Zack Snyder killing him off was because, kind of like what James Wan did with the Pitbull, he's like, why not? I don't want to use this character. I'm just gonna kill him off. So let's say that luckily he's gone. Like I said yesterday, luckily he's gone out of everything. And what if for Man of Steel 2, which isn't gonna happen, but if they were like, I want to use Jimmy Olsen.
Wait, so why didn't he want to use Jimmy Olsen?
He just didn't know how to use him. He said he's like, I didn't know what to do with him, so I just put him there and I killed him off. He just wanted to kill him off.
He was in Man of Steel, right?
Yeah. No, he wasn't.
So why did they even have him in?
Why did they didn't even say his name, I don't think. It might have just been... I don't even think they said James or Jimmy or anything.
I thought they said Jimmy because I knew that was Jimmy Olsen, so I don't know.
He had the camera, and then they broke it, killed him,
then
whatever,
why would they
and then in the credits it said Jimmy.
Why couldn't they just make it some random guy, Bob or something?
That's the thing. And he was a CIA agent undercover at the Daily Planet or whatever. But anyways, about the R-rated, what happened was they added in, like, blood to random scenes, like, you know, the fight with Batman in the warehouse. He punches him up against, like, when he I think it's when he hits the guy with the cargo crate and it shoots him flying against a wall. He hits his head and you just see, like, they just CGI'd blood in.
Really? That's it? And
at the beginning when they're fighting with Superman and the pirates or whatever, there's just, like, when the bullets are going off, you could see, like sprays of blood. Like, it was just random. Like, it just...
Because that's what was missing from the movie to make it a great movie.
Exactly, yeah. Well, it already is a great movie, of course.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Lex Luthor part was great. Everything else was, like, Martha, and then, like, I remember Superman dying and getting stabbed, and that was it. Well, I remember there was, like...
And getting hit by the exact same move by Batman twice in a row.
Oh, was that
the kryptonite bomb?
Dude, that was one of those where, like, everything was going on, and I was like, I didn't even know what was going on. That was like Aquaman's final battle. Actually, every battle in Aquaman, it's like pew 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 pew, and it's like, what's going on here? I don't even know. I can't like that final battle. Like, it was Lord of the Rings scale epic, and I don't know what.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I loved about that.
That was
but took it to
in Lord of the Rings, you could tell exactly what's going on, and it was like, holy crap! Like, what's going on? Like, whoa!
What didn't you understand? What was going on?
I don't know who was on what side.
People.
I don't know who was on what side. The only part I knew about the whole thing, and I started getting like, it reminded me of the end of Jumanji 2. Welcome to. Have you seen that one? Jumanji 2?
I don't think so.
Oh, we're gonna do a Jumanji series. Come on. But
oh wait, Welcome to the Jungle, like the new one. Yeah. You're saying. Yeah, okay.
What other Jumanji did you think? The original?
I thought that there was a sequel there's some other one that I've never seen. It's a different board game or something.
Zathura.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, Jumanji 3 comes out this 2019.
Are we okay? Is it announced? Is it official here?
Yeah, it's coming.
We're doing a Jumanji.
No, I don't give a crap about that. No, I'm kidding. Who am I going to do? Kevin Hart and The Rock. Like,
hey, you've got 8 characters. You've got the 4 of them, and then you've got the 4 kid versions.
And then in the original,
Nick Jonas's character.
I have
Robin Williams. Yeah. The girl. And then the 2 kids. Boom. We're at least over.
I guess I don't know.
And the kid has a monkey.
There you go. We got it. It's coming out. I mean, Spider-Verse was a hit, but that was a
mark your dates.
Series yeah, I think Jumanji 1. I don't even know if that holds up. And then Jumanji 2 was like the last.
It killed.
I know it did great. I know it'll probably be a hit, but like the last act was the last act of Aquaman, where it was like, I was like, what's going on? I don't even care. Like, I was falling asleep. I'm like, there's all this action coming on. It's all this like CGI action. I don't even know what's going on. So in the last act of Aquaman, there was the crab people and the fish people.
Yeah.
And like there was just
Exactly.
explosions, and I'm like, I don't. There's it's
You
just a
couldn't tell the
CGI
difference
mess.
between the crab people and the Atlanteans.
It was like there was too much stuff on screen. I couldn't tell what the heck was
I
going on.
understand that. Yeah.
In Infinity War, I could tell exactly what was going on. And yeah, someone compared it to Infinity War. I'm like, okay, like this is.
Oh, you mean the movie that didn't have any heart or stakes?
Yeah. You mean Aquaman? Yeah. You're talking about Aquaman.
This
right?
had heart and
This
stakes.
had no heart and it had no.
It
stakes.
was all he could have died.
Aquaman
to,
gets knocked out
Julie
and then he gets
Andrews.
right up. Okay, it's true. It's true. He gets knocked out and he gets right up.
Oh, I'm sorry. And Captain America getting punched in the face by Thanos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that is.
Did you hear the
he's a
theory?
super soldier.
There was a theory that something like he punched him so hard that he like brought him back to life or something with one of the Infinity Stones. It's so stupid.
I don't
like,
know that theory.
Just it should have killed him. Like
Yeah.
he's not that strong. He can't go toe to toe with. Anyways.
Wait, no, I don't mind that
It's
one,
fine.
and I'll
It's a
tell you
good
why.
movie.
It's not because of the Marvel bias, but it's something
Yeah,
else.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
look, okay. In that scene,
How much are they paying you?
yeah, okay, look, okay. In that scene, they're not trying to get a response from you that Captain America just got knocked out. Okay.
I know. They're just doing quick little.
They're doing quick little
beats
action
to
things.
show
I don't
him
mind
fight
that.
every single thing.
Exactly. In
then
Aquaman,
it's okay.
they literally make it a scene that Aquaman's knocked out and Mera brings him back to life.
Using magical seaweed.
Yeah, I don't. Whatever it was, it didn't. See, that's what I'm saying. It was like when they in Solo when Chewbacca's about to die. Oh my god! Like really? That's what I'm saying. Okay.
That's different. That's
the same
different.
thing as the Aquaman one, and then
Really?
To
What
me.
is this? What is this? Listen. Oh, what's that?
Oh,
All the characters
yeah,
who have
okay.
sequels,
No, wait,
they're coming back.
Oh, what's that?
What a shock!
What's that,
Oh my
Ashton? Wait,
goodness.
what's that, Ashton? The movie ends with them still dead. I didn't know that. Whoa!
Oh,
Exactly.
Spider-Man isn't coming back for his sequel that comes
okay,
out
look,
3 months
okay,
after
okay.
Avengers
Obviously,
or
okay,
Endgame.
I don't care. Obviously, he is, but the fact is, they ended. This movie is its individual product. Ignore everything that comes out around it. This is it. This is its individual product.
How? You can't do that. It wouldn't be as special if it was
If
an
we ignored
individual
everything
thing.
around it.
Why would you care?
That's
what?
my
Listen,
argument
listen.
for
Hang on,
Infinity
hang
War,
on.
though, was that it,
okay,
it does
let
have,
me destroy
they
your
establish
argument
everything.
then. Because no, how do they establish everything?
They literally-
Oh, hey Buck, how's it going?
Okay,
And then at the
okay.
end, Steve, I don't.
Okay. I
Who
don't,
cares?
Yeah, no. Whoa. Okay. Let me explain. Okay, who said "Hey Buck, how's it going" was like the best scene in the movie? I don't give a crap about those.
No. I'm just saying.
I don't.
That's them
no,
building
no,
up
what's
their
the best
relationship.
parts? What's the best parts of the movie for me?
When
When
last 20
Gamora is
minutes,
sacrificed. Okay.
Okay.
They build up in the movie Gamora and Thanos' relationship, and that Thanos was this
Yes, they do
abusive
that.
father, but he's still abusive father to his other daughters except Gamora. But Gamora hates him because he is this abusive father.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but deep down inside, she still loves him in a weird way. And then, so that was the best. That was a great part when they die at the end. Oh, who dies? What's the worst one? Was
look, it's guy with
Spider-Man
wings.
dying.
It's guy with.
I did. Okay, yes, because I cried and I got emotional with Falcon. I didn't give a crap that Falcon
interesting.
died. Falcon was there for like 5 seconds in the movie. No, Spider-Man. You could watch that one movie and Spider-Man is established as a character. He's
Yes.
this surrogate son for Tony Stark, and he just wants to be
Okay.
good. He goes all the way to space just to prove that he could be good and that he could save people. Not even to prove, it's just to save people. And he dies at the end at the hands of his surrogate father. And his father was trying to make sure that he didn't come. But Spider-Man is such a good soul because he's a little kid that he wanted to come anyways and he wanted to help. That was what got me. Okay? And to a minor extent, Groot dying, because in the movie, Groot wasn't attentive, but he was part of the family. Rocket still loved him, though, and Rocket went on the journey with him.
What
It wasn't-
family? How do you know that they're a family before watching it?
I don't... It's not... During the movie, they establish it clearly, that they're a family. When they
Really?
find Thor, they're bickering like a family. Like, people could relate to that, because it's like a Thanksgiving dinner. You know?
And
Yeah, what else? No, because, like, yes, I didn't give a crap that Falcon okay. It was actually funny. He's like,
Wow.
where are you, man? Like, yeah, that I didn't care about. It was for me, it was Spider-Man. And then Groot.
and Buck.
I didn't care about that either. What? I didn't...
One of my favorite things, I feel like I've told you this
What?
before. It's on Instagram. It's like it pops up on your phone. It's like blow on your screen in 3, 2, 1. Blow and it's Bucky
Oh
just
my
appears.
gosh, that's terrible. I haven't seen that one. I have not seen that one.
I feel like that inspired my Infinity War series.
That's I have not seen that one. Yeah, but again, yeah, like in the beginning, Loki dies, and I didn't feel anything for it because Loki wasn't established in the movie.
And
that was just a way that they could show, oh, look how powerful Thanos is, and that was, that was it. Okay. So that's why, okay? That's the emotional heart. Infinity War is a standalone movie. Yes, it has all these characters, but the characters that aren't important aren't banked on to have a heartful moment, They don't spend 5 hours on Bucky saying, oh, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. They don't, because they know there's no emotion there. They spend on Spider-Man because he was the main character in the movie.
But it doesn't matter, though.
I know you could say it doesn't matter because the movies are coming, but I'm just saying in this moment, that's like me saying the ending of Toy Story 3 doesn't matter because Toy Story 4 exists.
No. Not at all.
Why not? Because it doesn't matter.
Because we didn't know that back then. Because they didn't have a sequel announced back then.
Because we didn't know that back then.
They're not going to kill. Listen. They're not going to kill Black Panther, which has been the biggest box office movie one of the biggest box office movies of 2018 ever.
Obviously.
So who cares when you do a trilogy of movies with Toy Story? They genuinely could have.
I knew the ending of Toy Story.
You weren't worried back then?
No, I knew the ending of Toy Story 3, because I read the junior novel in April. So
wow, that ruined it for you. The movie came in June.
Yeah, I know. I was. Nothing I would do again. But yeah,
my mom prepared me for it. She's like, Ashton, just so you know, I was reading a review, and there's a pretty scary scene at the end. But don't worry, they get out okay.
Wow, she spoiled it for you.
And then I was like, yeah, I hold it against her to this day.
Yeah, but was the scene still emotional?
Yeah, sure.
Exactly. So you knew what was going to happen. You knew they were going to live, but it was still emotional, right?
Yeah. Was this emotional?
Well,
no.
I'm saying the Spider-Man one was emotional for me because of that. I knew what was going to... Obviously, I know he's not going to die, but I was like, wow, they actually ended it like that. They actually... In the moment, it was emotional. And guess what? One thing that this movie doesn't know how to do, and all these other movies don't know how to do, they put this stupid music... Whenever there's an emotional scene, like, doot, 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 like not that one. That was stupid.
Oh, is that really emotional? We're not going to find water.
No. The piano was like, doot, like whenever there was emotional part, which I don't know what emotions they were trying to pull here. Like, maybe when Aquaman died and like when...
Yeah. Did he even cry when he saw his mom?
I don't even think so, yeah. But they put these hammy emotional things. What happened, and I don't feel so good, they put no music because it's like, oh crap, this is going down. Like, holy crap. Like, this is it. They don't need to rely on music to get the emotion. The character, what's shown on the screen already gets you emotion. Love it when movies do that. I hate it when movies put this stupid emotional music on emotional parts. And yes, Toy Story 3 did it, okay? And I know it did it. Toy Story 3 is not my favorite Toy Story movie. Okay, yeah.
What else?
Aquaman.
I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't get to say this. I think it got cut out. But
yeah.
About the visuals, I mentioned to you that there was the beautiful subtleness of Orm becoming
and that's a good touch.
Ocean Master in every single scene. I haven't seen anyone point this out. In every single scene, I feel like maybe I imagined this. It didn't actually happen. He started off with this purple or this navy blue outfit when he's fighting Aquaman in the arena and stuff. As you're going through and they're visiting the different Atlantean kingdoms, his outfit changes from it goes slowly to purple. It's adding more scales. It's getting like it was getting so close to the comic outfit, and then bam, right at the end they give him the helmet, and then he's off to war. And just like, to me, that was, my mom thought that I was laughing at it, like, or smiling because I thought it was stupid, but I was genuinely just in such amazement and bliss that was actually happening.
That's a good touch, and it's good continuity, and I won't fault you against that. I mean, that's a good moment of the movie. Again, this was a 4 out of 10, not a 1 out of 10. Even though I didn't notice it. I mean, that didn't really affect my score, and I don't think it would affect my score, but that's a good continuity.
Just the transitions, I thought that they were so well done between some of the flashbacks. Like, I know that...
I don't know we discussed this.
Volko didn't look good. But to me, when he was... when he was talking to Mira and she asked him something like, how do you know how to fight? Yeah. And then they did the panoramic or whatever, and it transitioned well into...
interject? No, I've talked a lot.
Sure.
Yeah.
I know that you you don't like the
flashbacks.
Casting.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever good transition that was ruined. Again, these are kid and young actors. I get it. I just, we learn from our mistakes. My old videos were bad too. The acting for the kids in the teen was so bad. Oh my gosh. Like the teen, he's like, she left me because she hates me. Like, it was just this one time he ever felt that his mom actually left him because he hates him. Never brought up again.
No, hang on.
What?
Now I'm thinking back to this.
Uh-oh.
Didn't when he was the middle one, because it wasn't kid one and then it wasn't teenage one. There was one in between.
There was.
And he said
Yeah.
there was one in
I
between.
thought there was two
The one at
kids
the
and then one
aquarium.
teen.
Yeah, the second kid. So the second kid when
That
he
was
was
the first
training,
one.
when he was swimming with
Yeah.
Volko.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he asked, "Can I see my mom?" And then he said, "Why? Why doesn't she come around here? She doesn't like me or whatever. She doesn't love me anymore."
I thought
And
that
he's
was
like,
with
"In due time
I thought that
or
was with the
whatever."
teenage training.
And then that's when he said it again. She hates me, doesn't she? And then he said I guess because he was old enough then to know whatever that, or I guess maybe maybe she was still alive with when he was that age, when he was learning how to swim.
Yeah.
Because Orm has memories of
Yeah,
of
exactly.
her.
I don't even freaking
So-
know, dude. Like, whatever, even if it was that he brought it up before, at that point, if William Dafoe's character,
Willem the friend.
established it, like, I don't know why they would touch on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't, I don't think,
It was because his whole life he was growing up thinking that I was abandoned by my mom. Like she hates me, whatever.
But what's the
and then his
point-
hatred towards
what's the point of
or
bringing
his
that up if
hatred
he
towards
has-
himself?
he has,
went
but
towards
none of
his
that is
people.
brought up in the adult version of him. So,
Yes, it is.
No, I mean, none of it
He
is brought
hates.
up. No,
he
but,
doesn't want to do this. He hates
no,
the
but
Atlanteans.
none of it is brought up that he hates his mom because he always
No,
says,
because he doesn't anymore. Because he realized that she was killed because of him,
all right,
and then his hate was turned towards himself and towards the Atlanteans.
maybe you're onto something. But either
he
way,
says that.
all right.
I think maybe you nodded off. but
Okay, maybe I did.
Says that.
I mean, that's a huge possibility. But either way, whatever power and weight that had, the acting of the teen was terrible. That was my main point.
I know.
Was that it distracted from the movie, and that maybe he did, but the acting of the teen and the kid were both, especially the teenage version of him. It was like a Nickelodeon TV show worse acting than that. Like a YouTube parody or something. I don't know. It was so... And even when he was a kid in the aquarium, it was bad too. And I'm like, ugh. But yeah.
He didn't even say anything, did he?
Yeah, he did. He was like, ugh. I don't know. He said something edgy.
Did he? I can hear you or something.
Yeah, exactly. They talked to me or something. I don't know. It was just... It was just like... It was... But even that scene in the aquarium was just like oh, the bullies are picking on him. Oh, he uses his powers. And guess what? They did it in Harry Potter too.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it
That's
then.
true.
Like, I like the first two Harry Potter movies, but like, it's such a cliche. It's it's cheesy. The first Harry Potter is the first two Harry Potters are so cheesy. Oh my gosh, and not mostly in the good
Because
way.
the acting.
Yeah, it's the acting. It's the acting. They definitely learned how to. They learned like in 3, it's like all that bad acting went away, thankfully, but.
I think it's hard, and I said this yesterday, but they painted themselves into a corner. Obviously, casting someone like Jason Momoa.
I think you could show any kid, and then just as long as they're a good actor, it would distract me less than if they were like this situation where it's a bad actor. Just have them have the same hair color and like skin color vaguely, and you're fine. I know you got a tan or
Yeah.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't he have tattoos when he was a teenager?
Yeah, I think he had the arrows. He actually has it in real life.
I know. Yeah,
The ones on his one arm he has in real life, but the rest
he looked like
all...
he was like 14. I was like, oh wow, he got a tattoo pretty early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They never even touched what was around his neck.
Oh, I didn't even
You know
know
the little vial thing? I don't
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
I noticed something like a necklace.
It's something, but I don't remember what it was. What else is there? With Orm, you didn't like you didn't realize his connection yesterday between Black Manta and Ocean, between the two of them, right?
Hold up 1 second. Repeat that.
Mm-hmm. You said that you were just you were confused with how Black Manta knew of the Atlanteans, or like why he was connected.
Yeah.
And I was explaining.
You explained
that
a good reason. Yeah.
Yeah. So the reasoning behind their affiliation was that
normally in the comics, when Orm wants to start a war with the surface dwellers, he will he takes over a submarine from surface dwellers, and then he will attack and use it as propaganda. He will attack other Atlanteans. So when he was having the meeting with Dolph Lundgren, he hired Black Manta and the other pirates to come in, take over the submarine and attack, so that he would start the war between the surface world and Atlantis.
Yeah.
Even Mira asked him, or was it Volko? One of the two asked Dolph Lundgren, and he's like, "You can't be this like stupid or whatever, or gullible." And he's like, "Yeah, I know. I want the war." Like they knew that Orm was still doing this, and they still wanted to continue.
I see now.
Which
I see.
I didn't understand.
Yeah.
How he would flip flop from, "I want a war. I don't care." He went from, "I don't want to meet with you, Orm," to, "I knew that you were being evil, and I'm gonna help you anyways," to, "Oh look, he's got a trident. We're gonna help him now."
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I don't know. I felt like they spent a lot of time with like just all this lore of like big names and big places, and it just they could have been more straightforward, and it would have led to less confusion with stuff like this and less floppies and stuff.
I think we talked about this already in the yesterday.
Okay.
But it's okay. I'll say it again because I just thought of something different. When you do talk about Themyscira, you're talking about people that you already know, right? You're talking about Greek gods, Zeus, who's the mom? Hera, Hippolyta or whatever it is in this. But, you're talking about gods and different things that you already know. So when you're introducing them to this new world, there has to be a lot of exposition, and there has to be a lot of world building on the, like, even when they were introducing his power set with he can see underwater, or I wish that they didn't really ever talk about how he can talk to fish and why he was the only one that can do that. I guess just because he's the
I remember,
true
yeah,
king.
I mentioned that, and you were, I thought you got defensive about it.
It was, I don't remember
because,
what that was.
Yeah, also, like I said, how Mira could turn objects.
Yeah,
They never
that's
explained
what
that
I
either.
said. She's a...
Like, they explained that ever? I don't know, did they?
They didn't explain it, no.
That's
but
all comic stuff, and that's stuff I would have liked to hear. Like, when did he discover he could talk to fish? When did she discover that? That's interesting, because that's your two leads, and they have these really cool powers that seems like they could use it whenever. And then also I mentioned how she has the power to amplify her voice at the end, and that whole speech you said was cheesy. Like, it's just like, I don't know, man. There's just some weird conveniences with that.
Yeah, you just reminded me of something. They mentioned that they grew up together, Mira and Orm. And I thought that would have been a good flashback scene to have. Because if I recall, I'm probably wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure that Queen Atlantia, she teaches Mira how to do all the water manipulation and magic.
That could...
So, I feel like that was a missed scene that
worked.
they could have had. Yeah. And even seeing a younger version of Orm
to show why it would show why Mira was so willing to desert and everything.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Kind of like, with like Thor again. We're gonna go back to that. Yeah. When they had like them growing up, they had those flashbacks with young Loki being conflicted and always feeling like he was in Thor's shadow. So I think that I feel like we're missing a lot from what we said yesterday, but I think that we made a better movie just like by shortening it down, by saying we said with the map. You open it up, it's like, oh, I found the trident, not I found the seventh kingdom that we lost to go find the thing to put in.
Yeah, but they just needed more action scenes to sprinkle in here, it's like, I don't know.
And again, I said this, I don't know if I said this yet, but it is my favorite movie of the year. It's not the best movie of the year. I still think that goes to Into the Spider-Verse. But for me, this is the movie that I have been waiting for, and this has been the most DC accurate movie I think that we've gotten. And to see this lame character who talks to fish be represented here, and I think done so well with the costume and the water effects and everything, to me that makes me really happy as a fan. and it gets me excited for the future.
Yeah.
But I understand your opinions.
Yeah, I'm glad you get enjoyment from it. I'm just saying my opinion. You're saying yours. And no hard feelings, but yeah.
I don't agree with your score of 4 because I think that it has a better story. While it is long, I think that it has a better story than other things from this past year.
You almost said Infinity War, and I was like, oh. She'd probably think, but whatever.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, you brought up a lot of good points today.
I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely not one of my favorite movies this year for personal stance, but it's whatever. Had a pretty good Lego set. Had some interesting.
Yeah, and ideas. I genuinely think that this second one, the what is it? The submarine. I think that could sell better than the other one.
And it's it's funny. The other one actually sold pretty good. Like,
did it?
It sold better than the Justice League sets, from my understanding. Like, I
keep seeing the one Atlantis one on sale all the time.
Yeah,
the one with the gate or whatever with the mother box.
And I like that set a lot, unfortunately. And it was crazy. It was a $20 set with like 4 minifigures. That never ever happens.
Yeah.
But that one did not sell well. That was a really bad seller. But yeah, this one is selling well, and then I'm sure the new one would sell well too. I wish the Aquaman one sold well a long time ago because I want a Shazam one, and it doesn't look like we're getting a Shazam one. Yeah,
that gets me really disappointed.
Yeah.
I heard in the theater, my dad, he's like, when they put the trailer on, he's like, that looks so stupid. And in my head, I'm like, well, you watched Big, with Tom Hanks. He turns into a kid. You don't mind then. Or, like, I remember when Ant-Man came out, everyone had the same opinion. With the trailers, they're like, this looks like the stupidest thing. He's Ant-Man? Who is this guy? And with Guardians of the Galaxy, even when that came out, people were like, talking tree, raccoon, like, who cares? And then they blow up, and Guardians is one of the biggest summer movies of all time. And so I think that people are too quick to judge some things like Shazam or even Aquaman, like his power set looks dumb obviously on the outside, but ultimately it was best movie of the year, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, but I'll say this with Shazam, I liked the trailer. I thought it looked interesting because it looks fun. I mean, I think fun.
That they can do a lot with it.
Yeah. And I want a Lego set on it because Shazam's a really cool looking figure in general. Like the Comic-Con one, like I never see superheroes with white outfits.
Yeah.
Like that's a cool color scheme, like white and red.
And we're getting, I'm looking at it right now, we're getting the Shazam level pack.
Oh, it's actually coming.
2 level packs for DC supervillains. So Aquaman had one, came out last week, and then it's coming out January 6th for whatever reason, which is really stupid. And then Shazam is getting 2, I believe.
So it's getting 2
and we've already seen the
double
figure.
The amount of Aquaman?
No, Aquaman got 2 as well.
Okay.
And they each came with 10 characters, so I'm not sure. There's not really that many characters to choose from for Aquaman or for Shazam, but and we got to see what the figure looks like if we do get a set or something.
Yeah,
but
I saw that. I think I
don't
totally
know.
forgot. Yeah.
Hopefully.
All right.
I hope that they don't cut it off, but.
So 2 things. I think we're good with the
yeah.
movie review. Box office, and then you have something for the next episode. Remember?
Oh yes, yeah. Do you have the box office numbers?
Oh no, I don't. You should probably load them up.
Okay, I will look it up right now. IMDb is.
Let's guess.
Open.
Wait. Did you open it?
Okay, yeah. Let me. You want me to guess?
Well, let's both guess because I don't know it.
Okay, I won't open it up. I'm gonna guess at least. I'm hoping it cracked 100. I don't think it did. I'm gonna go with 90.
I'm going to crack 120. 120.
Really?
Yeah.
For the U.S. only?
Yeah. This is if you look at Box Office Mojo and look at the box office for this weekend.
Okay.
And it'll say the U.S. only.
Yeah, we were both wrong.
What was it?
67.
What? That is so low, dude. I thought it was going to be 100.
Oh wait, what is this? It says weekend gross, total gross. Oh, because I guess. Wow, that's a.
It might say.
Difference.
It is 67. Yeah, weekend for 67. Because total gross would be for China and stuff. I really thought it was going to be a hit.
No. That's not with China.
Oh, total gross isn't with China? Oh, you mean total gross 72?
Friday.
72. Okay.
Yeah, this is from Friday to
Thursday.
Today.
Thursday. Yeah.
And then I guess Thursday. That's a pretty good opening for a Thursday.
67.
Wow, Mary Poppins came out Wednesday, so that doesn't count. That's
Yeah,
two
but look at
different
its total
things.
gross.
Yeah, but it's breaking records in
Do you
China
see something
and around the world.
though?
So.
Everybody was saying, oh, "Man, I wish I put these." This was the most interesting weekend. I always guessed and wondered and speculated how everything will release, and what numbers it would get. Bumblebee.
Did you look at it?
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Are you looking at it? Okay.
Bumblebee got 21. That is less than Mary Poppins. I thought it was going to be Aquaman at 100.
No, I knew Disney was gonna.
Bumblebee at like 40, and then Mary Poppins at like 20. So.
Oh, you know what we have to check on?
What?
We should do this every single week.
What?
Mortal Engines made 1 million.
They made 1 million.
So
I don't even know if it's on the top 10. What is it? Number 13.
It's not.
Mortal Engines.
It's 13.
Holy
That's
crajoli,
horrible.
that is terrible. And it did terrible last week. Wow, but yeah, I'm amazed Bumblebee did less than Mary Poppins. That is not a good look, dude.
Oh,
Bumblebee had one.
Where's the Grinch?
The Grinch?
Oh, it's still there. 6th place again. Wow.
Bumblebee has 135 million budget.
Does it actually?
Yeah.
Listen, I've been saying this for a while, but this month, they can't. Even if Aquaman underperformed less than 67, it's really not a fair judgment. It is their own fault for
It is their own
releasing
fault.
it
I
now,
think it's fair because
but-
it's like, this is the weekend you chose. You guys knew it wouldn't be
Yeah.
this good for a while.
But I mean, they can't compare it to, let's say, a film coming up by itself, like comparing it to Wonder Woman or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like.
No, I see. I know, but like, I guess you're right.
It's
but
still,
like,
it's doing really well. Look what it's up against. It's up against a Transformer movie who
Yeah.
normally pulls in a lot bigger numbers than that.
this is crazy.
And,
Wait,
and a Disney Mary Poppins movie.
look at this.
So
Mary Poppins and Bumblebee only did 1 million more than Lego Ninjago.
oh, that's a sad.
That's
that's
super
really
sad.
sad.
Bumblebee's going to be a flop unless it does good in China, which it probably will because Transformers. That's the thing. Transformers movies always do good in China. Like the last one did pretty bad here, and then it did good in China. Mary Poppins, I already knew it wasn't going to do good because nobody has hype for Mary Poppins. I haven't seen one person say I want to see Mary Poppins besides you.
That's not too bad though.
I mean, well, yeah.
I
mean,
want to.
How much is?
Let me
the
look up.
budget?
I want to look up because we talked about. I don't know if we said this yesterday or it was off air.
No, okay.
We talked about
Whoa.
all the live action stuff.
Yeah, I know. We were saying how they were all bad. They were all doing poorly. Mary Poppins has 130 million budget. That is pretty bad.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
They were talking about doing sequels and stuff. I don't think.
Again, nobody had any hype for like, you know.
Where's the search? Oh, there it is. It's on the left. Wrinkle in Time.
What was the other? Christopher Robin. You look up
Opening.
Wrinkle. I look at.
Oh, Wrinkle in Time made 33 million.
Opening.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Granted, though, it wasn't up against probably anything.
Yeah, but wow, that did
What else? Nutcracker.
I think Nutcracker did better.
20 million. It didn't.
But to be fair, I mean, technically, Mary Poppins opened Wednesday, so we could say that. But I don't know.
Well, Mary Poppins made 32 then.
Look at this though. Here's the thing. People were saying Christopher Robin was a flop and everything, but
oh yeah.
You know, I actually didn't know the budget was 70 million and it made 197 million.
Oh, look at that.
So
Yeah.
that's
and
not
its
bad.
opening was 24. It had a better opening.
It had a
than
better
Mary
opening.
Poppins.
Yeah. So
and look at the actors and actresses in it. Only two big names.
Haley Atwell.
Right. Look at the budget probably going to Mary Poppins. You've got Emily Blunt. You've got Lin-Manuel Miranda's, the guy from James Bond, as well as getting Dick Van Dyke. I'm sure they had to cash out a bunch to him.
It's I don't know why that movie cost 130 million. Again, granted I didn't see it, so maybe I can't judge it, but 130 million. That cost 130 million. And apparently Fantastic Beasts is doing terrible as well.
Yeah. I guarantee you that they're going to shrink it down to just a trilogy. Or 4.
I think 4.
I can't see them doing 5.
Yeah.
And I can't see them doing
I'm sorry, Welcome to Morrowind bombed too.
Oh, but that's not a big...
Apparently it was...
I'm not expecting
I know, but apparently
that,
it had 50 million. A budget.
As a budget?
Let me see.
I wonder what Steve Carell's chunk of that was.
They were trying to... I know. They were trying to make this, like... It has a 25% on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, okay. It has 39 million on budget.
It has 25% on Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah. It has a 39 million
Really?
budget, but remember, it has to make double, like 2.5 times its budget to be a success.
Oh, Well, I don't really go.
So I don't know.
Yikes! Bumblebee is a 94.
I know, and people didn't Bumblebee there to watch it.
Spider-Verse
Still
still
135
97.
million. Yeah, and that cost 90 million. That did pretty good.
Wow, Wreck-It Ralph has an 89. I don't agree with that rating.
Again,
And
well, remember,
I like that movie. I don't agree with
well,
that
remember, that means 89% of critics liked it. Doesn't mean it's an 89 out of 100.
Mhm.
Always keep that in mind. But yeah, like it just means a lot of people like you liked it. So I mean,
Yeah, I did like it.
most people I know
wouldn't
liked it.
say
So
it
I think
was-
that makes sense.
But anyways, we'll talk about that next week with our top 10 of
Oh, yeah.
movies, maybe sets of, because you don't normally do that, right? You don't do the year in review.
No, I might
Of-
do one of like my videos or something. I don't know.
Okay. Well, we'll see what we talk about. We'll talk about it before. We might have a guest on. We'll ask
Maybe
him.
we'll see.
Maybe. And as well as we want to announce, if you guys want, because we don't have a way to wrap up the show, we want to just extend an opportunity for you guys to reach out and ask us questions. So you can comment them down below, and I will go in before we record and just grab some of the best ones. And or hit me up on Instagram or anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let us know your thoughts down below of Aquaman if you got to see it. Who's right? Who's wrong? I'm sure that it is getting a lot of love, and I saw a lot of people commenting on your Twitter in agreement and in disagreement.
Yeah,
so
it was mixed. It was mixed.
It was mixed. But I would say definitely go out and see it yourself. Get your own opinion. Help contribute to the worlds of DC. They need it.
Yeah, that they do.
But yeah. Anything else?
Nope, I think I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much, and thank you, Justin, for coming in and doing this again a second
problem.
time. But that is going to do it for this episode. I hope that you all have a great day, and we hope that you have a Merry Christmas, and we will see you all in the next episode.